Senate Bill 547. Leslie, can we have the summary of the measure?
Mr. Chair, Senate Bill 547 makes the month of April of each year Oregon Native Plant Appreciation Month, declares an emergency, which is effective on passage, and the -1 amendment indicates that there are more than 115 plant species that are endemic to and grow only in Oregon, as opposed to only 115. There's no fiscal impact and no revenue impact. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Senator Sollman.
Thank you, Chair Jama, Vice Chair Bonham, and members of the committee. For the record, again, I am Janeen Sollman. I am the state senator for Senate District 15, proudly representing Forest Grove, Cornelius, Hillsborough, and the Rock Creek area of Washington County. I come before you with a bill that was a request of a constituent in my district, Lucy Moody. I share Lucy's vision that Oregon's native plants are essential to our state's healthy, diverse, and sustainable ecosystem, and that our native plants help create and maintain the clean air that we breathe, the water that we need to live, and the stable soil for our food and beyond. So I'm happy to be very brief in my comments, and I'm just happy to hand this forward to Judy Sanders, who will provide a more detailed overview of why this bill is critical to Oregon's healthy ecosystem. But colleagues, I do urge your support of Senate Bill 547.
Thank you, Senator. We do have also Judy Sanders will be, I think, online or maybe here. I think you have a presentation to go through, so please go ahead and state your name for the record.
We're having some technical difficulties with the presentation system. We are unable to pull anything up on the screen right now.
Okay.
Do you want to stand at ease for a moment?
Let's stand at ease for. I'm going to go ahead and open public hearing on Senate Bill 547. Please go ahead. State your name.
Thank you, Chair Jama, Vice Chair Bonham, and committee members. My name is Judy Sanders, and I am the Vice President and Native Plant Appreciation Month Coordinator for the Native Plant Society of Oregon, which is dedicated to the enjoyment, conservation, and study of Oregon's native plants and habitats. And I'm here to urge you to pass the bipartisan bill, SB 547, that would establish April as Oregon's Native Plant Appreciation Month. You might wonder, why are native plants so important to Oregon? And I'm going to give you several reasons. The first of those is the beauty and diversity of our native plants. We have over 3,400 native species. That's more than any other state except 4 states that are bigger than us. So we're 5th in rank. And we have a wide variety of kinds of native plants, from the huge Sitka spruce and Douglas fir to the more moderately sized Western azalea or Oregon grape, and to the teeny tiny fairy slipper and tway blade orchids. Native plants grow in all 36 counties, and that means they grow in all Senate districts as well. That includes the Western waterleaf in Senator Jama's district, the magenta paintbrush in Senator Bonham's, Douglas spirea. It's a fabulous plant, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Douglas spirea in Senator Thatcher's, the seaside lotus in Senator Manning's, and the glacier lily in Senator Golden's. And there are hundreds of more species in each of your districts as well. There are 120 now by the most recent, really hot off the press count from Oregon Flora of endemic species, and that's why we've asked to amend this to say more than 115. Those include the peacock larkspur and Howell's mariposa lily. Beyond aesthetics, native plants offer a wide variety of benefits. No one can doubt the economic impact of native plants. Our native Douglas fir and western hemlock are the backbone of the timber industry, making us the leader nationwide in softwood and plywood production, and also the greatest number of manufactured wood facilities. Of course, they're important in other industries too, such as construction and horticulture, and as you've already heard this afternoon, they are essential for Oregon's wild truffles that are native. They also offer ecological services, shelter, food, habitat for life. They provide protection against soil erosion and healthier watersheds. And they do that in part because they don't require any fertilizer. They require fewer pesticides, much less water. So they produce a sustainable landscape. They also have environment benefits. Perhaps the most significant challenge of our time is climate change. As part of Oregon's official policy, our native forests and their power to sequester carbon are used in terms of climate change mitigation. Finally, they have cultural significance. Since time immemorial, our indigenous people have used native plants for food, medicine, shelter, ceremonies, and more. And of course, the state has previously recognized the Oregon grape as our state flower in 1899 and the Douglas fir as our state tree in 1939. There are some risks to native plants, or some challenges, though. We have over 1,300 non-native wild species in Oregon, and that includes around 150 invasive or noxious weeds. ODA notes that those species degrade ecosystems, habitats, they compete with natives, they can impact agriculture in a negative fashion, and they can lead to wildfires. In addition to those effects, the Oregon Biodiversity Information Center lists 633 of our native species as at risk. That means they need our help. That's where SB 547 comes in. We expect that it will have positive benefits in terms of awareness, conservation, more restoration, greater use of native plants, and enjoyment of our native plants with outdoor recreation. There's more details on that in my written testimony. The Native Plant Society of Oregon has been celebrating native plant appreciation since 2005. As the Tropical Society, we've gotten governor proclamations each year. In 2023, the Portland Garden Club and Garden Club of America came to us and asked us if we would be willing to work on legislation to permanently establish Native Plant Appreciation Month. We said yes, and so constituent Lucy Moody, an NPSO member, went to Senator Sollman, and Senator Sollman agreed to be a sponsor for the bill. Since then, we have acquired additional senatorial and House sponsors so that we have a diversity of bipartisan persons that support the bill. In addition, we have a lot of organizations behind this particular bill. It's worth saying that other states have passed similar legislation establishing a Native Plant Appreciation Month, and in 2023, California passed very similar legislation unanimously. For all of the above reasons, I respectfully ask you to pass SB 547 to make April Oregon's Native Plant Appreciation Month, and we can all celebrate together. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Questions? Seeing none, thank you so much for coming today. I'm going to go ahead and now close on public hearing Senate Bill 547 and open a work session for Senate Bill 547.
Chair Jama, I move to adopt the -1 amendments to Senate Bill 547.
Vice Chair Bonham moved it to be adopted the -1 amendment to the Senate Bill 547. Is there a discussion? Seeing none, can we get the roll call, please?
Senator Golden?
Aye.
Senator Manning?
Vote aye.
Senator Thatcher?
Aye.
Vice Chair Bonham?
Aye.
Chair Jama?
Chair Chama votes aye, motion passes. Can we have a motion again?
Chair Jama, I move Senate Bill 547 as amended to the floor with a due pass recommendation.
Vice Chair Bonham moves Senate Bill 547 as amended to the floor with due pass recommendation. Is there a discussion? Seeing none, can we have the roll call, please?
Senator Golden?
Aye.
Senator Manning?
Vote aye.
Senator Thatcher?
Aye.
Vice Chair Bonham?
Aye.
Chair Jama?
Chair Chama votes aye, motion passes, and Senator Sollman will be the carrier of this bill. I think that concludes our day for today. I'm going to go ahead now and close the committee meeting. We are adjourned.